I want to ask you a quick question. What do you think
Sure.
about the Mets a little bit? Because they've had a little bit of an internal affairs debacle going on. I mean, you
Mets
got
gonna be the Mets.
your owner now is already making apologies, and you haven't even fielded a team yet. What was it? What's going on, Evan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, because they're an expansion team. They haven't
I
fielded the
mean,
team yet. My bad.
I'm talking
Uh,
about under their new owner. I mean, he's a big stock guy. There's a lot of drama going on in the market lately, and
I,
apparently he's had some issues
I
with hedge
love it.
funds.
I
Break it down
love
for me.
it.
What do you got?
No, I love it that it's like, oh my God, they they got to get rid of this owner guy from the Mets. Like, oh my
He's
God,
got
like
money
how did he get the job in the first place? Like, he's a hedge fund manager. He's
because
like
he's got money.
he's got money. What do you think he made?
Also, games though.
Yeah, apparently he bailed out like someone. He paid like he lost like $2 billion or something. But that Tim's like pocket change. Um,
Isn't he
like
worth
oh,
like
it's like
30 billion?
14 billion.
No. Sorry, he's poor.
But yeah, sorry.
That's honestly a
But it's
decent
like
chunk. I'm not gonna lie.
decent chunk. He's the wealthiest fucking
Owner
owner in
ever,
baseball.
ever, right?
I think is it ever? It might be, honestly. Who cares? Um, I, the thing is, like, what, you think he made his money by following the rules for these guys? Billionaires are assholes. We think, like, come on, like Jerry Jones was, was working at the Salvation Army all year, and that's how he
Yeah.
made his money.
Robert
Come on.
Kraft was, donating his time away. Robert Kraft was,
His time at the massage parlor.
Robert Kraft was finessing people and hiring hookers. Like who?
Exactly. And also, if the MLB didn't want Steve Cohen to own the Mets, they had the
He wouldn't
chance
be
to
on the
vote.
Mets.
They had the chance to in the fall, and they all voted him. Yeah, they
And
gave
let's
him
be
approval.
real. The main job as that owner is you got to be the pockets. Like I know I get all the culture and the league and stuff like that, but he's got deep pockets, and I feel like more than makes up with anything. The people forget about it in like 2 days.
Exactly. So I think, like, if they like sign Trevor Bauer, people would be like, whatever, because they have
They got a
Trevor
real
Bauer.
shot too.
Exactly. But it's just like the off the field stuff. It's like it was like right after the Lindor trade
Mhm.
like it was like we got Lindor, we got Carlos Carrasco. We got it. This is good. And then the whole GM situation with that guy's a loser. That guy's an absolute loser. That guy's absolute squid. All right. And now with Mickey Callaway, with all those
Mhm.
allegations, oh my God, it's like, and it's like, it just circles around. It doesn't matter. And although I'll say, like, with the Jared Porter stuff, the old GM, that stuff, that wasn't really a Met thing. Yeah, they probably could have had more of a thorough background investigation, like FBI investigation, like really crack down. But
Yeah.
like it was maybe like a Cubs situation, like the Cubs knew about that because that was happening during the Cubs, and that might have happened with the D-backs too. Because I think because he went to the Arizona after, so like that was like people kept that under the rug until he got the Mets job. The Mickey Callaway stuff, that's probably like that's Indian stuff, and that's also like Met stuff. So you can put the Mets
Yeah.
in that situation
This
too.
just got me so excited for baseball in general. I'm just real excited for nice spring weather. If possibly ballparks open up, I've been wanting to go to ballpark for like the past year now. I mean, and I also think this is a real make or break season for the MLB. They had record low numbers all through last season. I mean, the sport's been struggling in general. As much as I love it, I mean, I think the GM, not the GM, the commissioner is absolutely
Commissioner,
abysmal. I
oh,
hate
he sucks.
him
He
with
sucks.
every
He's the worst commissioner
fiber
in
in my
sports.
body.
He's the worst commissioner in sports.
I think he does nothing but terrible things for the game. He's like one of those old heads that's sitting there like, no, you can't ever change anything because it's got to keep it the way baseball is. It's like,
Oh no, he's the complete opposite. He's the complete opposite of
and
that.
then you're sitting here watching the NFL. They tell the NC games on Nick, getting younger audiences involved, making the game exciting for people. It's like the games in baseball is not only for people over the age of 65. And it's just, I think this year is one of those where it's like if they don't change something soon, it's gonna hit like hockey levels of bad, and I really don't want to see that for the game.
So hockey is a good example too. It's not that popular in the U.S. Popular sport. Don't get me
But
wrong,
diehard fans,
but there's diehard fans. Um,
Yeah.
so I think
baseball's the same way.
there's more fans I think in baseball than hockey. Um,
Hmm.
because again, you're starting to see a shift from gradually, not huge, of contact sports to less contact sports. So I think you're kind of seeing more people play baseball. Um,
We saw
to-
Kyler Murray brought up the discussion big time when he was coming out of
yeah,
college.
and it's a big thing. And again, your life, choose what you want to do, but you're seeing where parents gear their kids toward baseball, less contact. But so NHL this year, shortened season, only playing division games. I mean, they're basically wars every game. I want to watch that. That's exciting.
Oh yeah, the Canadian division is the best division by far.
Baseball, I don't want to sit through 162 games. I don't want to do that.
I think that's the
No
thing,
one.
though.
Well, no one
I am a
does.
more casual baseball fan. I am. When the playoffs come, I'm all for it. I'm watching it because every time somebody gets on, it's like, oh my god, this can change the game. This can change the playoffs. But in the regular season, it's like this doesn't matter. There's the
With that.
yeah, I'll throw it on in the background while I'm doing something else, but I'm not paying
Mhm.
attention.
Like, obviously for different reasons, football has less games, but when you play those games every week makes a tremendous difference in or out, divisional games, stuff like that. It'll never happen. Baseball never cut that many games off. Maybe they do cut off a little bit, but with the salaries and the amount of money that's coming into these people's pockets, they'll never cut games out of the season. It just won't happen. I'll never see it happening. But I mean, I would never be mad at like a 120 game season or maybe more, but I'm saying that once again, never will happen once you start taking money out of the pockets of franchises, owners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well,
It's just impossible. And
how,
even
but
the players
like
don't
how?
want that for sure. They're getting big paychecks to play these games. I don't know, and also it keeps players around longer too. You play less games. You don't have pitchers getting Tommy John as often. You see, like Tanaka was a huge example because you pull up the stats when he pitched multiple times in a week. That second game was always abysmal for him. He would come out that second game in the week and give up 5 runs in 6 innings, and it'd be a disaster. And then you look at the games, it's like, oh, he pitched once in the 10-day span, and he let up 1 inning, 3 hits over 7 innings. It's like, where was this the whole time? I think it just makes keeps players at higher level of competition the entire time, less injuries, and it just makes games more exciting, add more value.
Well, okay. So, are you talking about uh decreasing the amount of games in a financial way or in like
I'm
the
saying that the
spirit of
amount of
like the
games,
game?
I think they should decrease for the spirit of the game, but it'll never decrease because of the financials. Because of the
Yeah,
money that they make at each game and opening ballparks and stuff like that,
yeah,
they'll never cut games. It's impossible.
yeah. No,
I mean,
that's true.
especially because I mean, the majority of these teams get the money from the TV deals and owning the station. SNY, yes, for example,
Yes, it's
yes,
very
Yes.
much like this.
Wait, what? What did you say? No. What did he say? What did he say? I missed it.
He said nothing. He just said yes, and then he went yes.
No,
Like
yes, as the
yes, network.
no,
He's trying to cover it up now. You had a Dan moment.
no. I knew. Do you actually think
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
know what yes was?
No, I'm just thinking that you didn't hear him say. Never mind. Just
Um,
continue.
Oh no. I heard it, and I thought someone else said something after. Go ahead. I think I'm here. I think I'm hearing things.
Lord help this child. But yeah, so with the money aspect of it, I mean, but I just don't have the audacity to sit and watch all these games. I just don't. I just don't have it. So we'll see.
But every night the Yankees field their top pitchers are like there's some games where like let's say you're midseason, you have Judges hurt, Stanton's on coming out of the minors because he's just coming off an injury. It's just like I don't feel like watching this game really. Like it doesn't have as much value. I mean, a lot of guys are hurt, but yeah, it's just or like they're
fans.
like, oh, this is a sample game for minor league guy. It's like that like I'm saying that like that's how many games are when you can just like throw out guys to see what you got. You got 160 games. We lose this game, so be it. That's something that'll never happen in other sports where you're just like, oh, let's just throw out a new quarterback this week, and if we lose games, so be it. I mean, that only happens when you're just terrible.
I agree. I mean,
If it was baseball, I mean, the Bucks would be throwing out random bench guys to play games because screw it. I mean, it's a million games. I don't know. It just gets painful after a while.
I agree.